What's good at YouTube? Plus Master here, and it's finally here. Welcome back to Shiny Ho Ho TCG. Today we're going over our Earth deck, and I actually really like it. The main thing is that this deck can still lose to Lightning, which is going to be pretty relevant in the meta, which is sad. So the idea was, if this deck could have a good 75% win rate against Lightning and maybe a 50 win rate against everything else, then it'd be like, I would consider taking it. Just so we have that little love triangle of, Lightning beats water and Earth beats Lightning. So if you run into people trying to beat water, and they're playing Lightning, and you play against Lightning, you win that matchup. But it's still like a 50-50, so it's not worth it. But I still do like the deck, and I haven't tested it out. It's actually pretty much complete now. There's 2 cards, technically 3, but I don't know if I need the third one. It's that giant dude that makes it so you can bring guys back. But we have the Slide Rock Bolter, which... this guy has a gazillion words on his text box. Like, look at all the fucking... Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Looks like we're gonna go this angle. Shit. Literally, there's, like, I don't know what's up with my phone. It's not working, though. So, but, yeah. So, we got the Slide Rock Bolter. And I'll do like a video. I'll take a picture of like the whole layout at the end. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened. But yeah, the Slide Rock Bolter here. So what he's gonna be able to do is, even though he has like a million words on his text, right? His power is you fatigue him and you can remove an aura. Target an aura and remove it. Right? So you can start removing your opponent's aura with this thing. That's why it's super good. The little fourth wall thing right here, that's just saying if they have like a stone or like a pebble or something. What is it exactly? Slide rock bottom. Opponent can place a stone. Yeah, it's a stone. So if they have like a stone, they can put it on there if that's like one of their items, or it might be like that new thing. They can just carry a stone. They can just carry a coin. I don't know. It's probably not going to be like super relevant, so people shouldn't be writing stone on their list. And then landslide. It makes it so it'll hit for 60 with mountain. It'll hit for 110, and then it'll make it so that beastie it attacked won't awaken. And then you can remove an aura, and then it'll deal an extra 30, so it'll deal 140, which is pretty heavy. I don't think you really need to do that. So one Slide Rock Boulder, one of the Frank Shaw's Gargoyle. So this guy is sick against Lightning too, because his attack, it will do 10 damage to all opposing pages, like all of them. So, since that 10 damage is going to be an earth attack, if that's a lightning thing, like all their aura effects, like it'll kill the shock auras on site, basically. It's going to kill all the bees and the hornets and the hornet tokens on site. And then it's going to smack for 20 with a scared. And if you just attack them, which it has flying, it's going to hit for 50. So you'll hit them for 70, and then you'll spread 10 throughout the whole board. And he's also flying, so this guy is dope. And he can't be inflicted with a status indicator. So he's super good. They're all just really big beasties. If you saw both of those are 6 costs, and they're only 1 in each spellbook. And I just pulled this one yesterday. What is his name? Grafted Monster. Yeah, so I just pulled the full holo. This was one of the cards that I was waiting for a long time. So that's sick. I got him. It's just like a Mother's Day thing for the fourth wall effect, but its main thing it's got going on for it, besides all of its traits right here, which it's got unblockable, it's got defender, and it's got stone skin, and it also gets the 20 boost in the mountains. So he won't get affected with status indicators, and all attacks need to be directed to him. So if you can like set it up where this guy's healing every turn and he's just getting hit, you know, by everything, and then just smacking back everything, or you're stalling him out because of this, it's so good. It's so good. And this guy, Sinkhole Sam, this guy, I would say he's like mainly, I main deck the snakes in this deck just because I love the snakes so much. So I feel like he's mainly to give burrow to like your snakes and like maybe even, yeah, just pretty much your snakes and whatever else you may feel like. But he can give burrow to anything. He's a 6-drop. He's alright. It's he's a Cryptid Nation, so he's like easy to drop early and he's pretty effective if you can do that. But you'd rather drop this Slide Rock Bottom. And then I have the John Henry, which is a super dope card. You got the regenerate, and then he makes it so everything has unblockable, pretty much, because we don't play tokens. And they get plus 25 LP, and he can't get status inflected either. He'll just take 20 damage, and he already regens 10, so like you have potential with this deck to make him regen 30 every time. So you'll just be like removing the status and then healing 10. When they like, well, you'll remove the status, take 20, and then you'll heal 30 if you have the setup. So he's just super good, and then he smacks pretty good. With Mountain, he hits for 80. So that's John Henry. So those are all our big beasties. We play 6 big beasties, 5. Sorry, we play 5 big beasties. 4 of them are 6-drops. 1 is a 5-drop, which is at John Henry. Now we'll get into our little smaller beasties that we try to get early game. This card, you could side it if you want, just mainly for that fearsome critter thing, because if you get the paralyze off, this is just gonna kill a Gumbaroo. And it also gets first strike. So that's why I just main deck him. He is super good. So like early game, and I'm maxed out on him. So there's 3. So if you get this guy out early game and they're trying to use their cards that are early game, this guy becomes the best blocker because he'll just kill it if it's a 1 aura cost. So super good. 3 of those of Python. 2 of this dude. He's mainly in here to tap for aura, but if he can sit there or you get one late game and stuff is dead, you can utilize him for that also. He's just a 2-drop that will fatigue for aura, basically. This guy is just another solid 2-drop, so he has the potential to also take out something like Gumbaroo by dealing extra damage to a forest and then having the paralyze on him. And he is also just a 2-drop, got burrow and the unblockable. So pretty good. 2 of these guys. I really like the Tuttle Bottom Monster. Super sick. So that's going to be all our beasties. We're playing 7. We're only playing 11 beasties. So the main way we're going to get out, and the card I was kind of missing, well, look at that swirl on the card sleeve. It looks crazy. Anyway, Excavation is such a dope card. And it sounds a little weird, but don't worry, it's not as bad. So Excavation here, you're going to just basically go off the top card of your deck until you hit a aura or you hit a Terra, and then you'll be able to play that card. But if it's aura, it'll come in fatigued. So you can kind of like increase your aura count during your turns and stuff. So I'm maxed out on this thing. So I'm playing 4. Because the idea is try to get to 6 aura as fast as possible. So these things will help you do that. So, and like, possibly you can get to 6 aura, you know, on your turn 3 with these, compared to not having them. So, kind of makes you more relevant. And that's what makes and breaks the matchup for Lightning, is seeing these. So now that I have all 4, it might have a better matchup against Lightning because I was playing it with 2. So with that card though, it's going to make it so that your opponent is going to choose the stack on your deck, which I was thinking of adding the pink swamp monster thing. So if I don't think it's going to be good for me, I can just flip the deck upside down and go from that point. But when I was playing it just at 2, a lot of the times it was like the first or second card. So, and we play a good amount of aura just to be able to help trigger this thing off without like, you know, getting ourselves stuck and our opponent knowing every single card we're going to draw into for the next 5 turns or something. So the deck is trying to play around that being a problem. So, whoops, up here, sorry. What is this thing? Earth's Binding. So this card's super sick, especially against like lightning decks. It's going to bring everything down. It'll get rid of the first strike and the flying. And it'll deal it 10 damage, which will be 30 damage. So this is a good way to just get rid of that Quetz also. And just really mess those flyers up. So it's really good. Just 2 of those. And then 2 of the Primordial Ooze. This card is just good to slap onto one of our heavy defender guys and just make them need some kind of spot removal to remove him, just because he's going to be too big to go over. So just 2 of those Primordial Oozes. And then I'm playing 2 of these. So this is actually gonna... This can make it so you can this is like spot removal almost. Like if they have like 1 beasties and you can't like get rid of all of them because you only can swing with like 1, you can use this and make one of theirs attack into you, and then you can attack the other one. So it works pretty well. It seems underwhelming and like not like the best trade-off, but when it comes down to it, and especially with some of these other big guys that you can get on the board, it feels like you get 2 attacks off. Like you're spot removing their thing. Even though you get damaged a little bit with the Primordial Ooze, it doesn't affect you too much. And then I'm playing 2 Bookmark and 2 Index. So the 2 Index are in here just because of the Excavation. So pretty much, if we have the Index and the Excavation, we can kind of like Excavation, grab more, or the following turn, we can grab a beastie that we're trying to set up, and then Excavation again, and stuff like that. So it'll make it so we won't be, like, it'll help shuffle up our deck, basically. That's its main point, is just to help shuffle up the deck. Shuffle up, I guess. Anyway, that Empower Red, because we are a beastie spellbook that mainly like doesn't have like really destroying or anything like that spells. I mean, there kind of is against lightning, but we really need this just to be able to make sure our guys don't die that we want on the board, or at least they're harder, and then they smack harder and get a little bit more use. This guy's going to be the main one to get your Slide Rock Boulder out early game, which is just like gonna just seal the game for you, because if you can get this thing out on your turn 2 and you went first, they're gonna be playing with 1 aura every turn, basically, right? Yeah, I would say. Unless they play Excavation. Then I have so that's the Cryptid Nation one. That's what it's for. It also goes off with the Sinkhole Sam. So, but you have Index in here for that reason as well. And the Nightfall Mountain, just because I like this one a lot. It just looks beautiful. And then I do like the Nightfall ones, but I'm playing the Wilderness Auras. They look nice. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there is 11. I'm playing just 11 Earth Aura. Just for the Excavation, the help with that Excavation, and then, mainly that, and we just don't, we want to hit the Aura. We don't want to drop Aurafax, even though it's going to turbo us a little bit faster, but if we lose that, then, and we played that instead of Aura for turn, it's going to hurt later down the road. So I just, when I was playing it, I really valued just the basic aura over the aura packs because you really need to just hit 6 so you can actually play. Like you can play with like 2 and 4, but you're really just missing out a lot of potential. So that's gonna be the deck, you guys. I'll get you guys a little picture so you can see the whole layout and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. And remember to always plus. Peace out.